Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rockingham. We're here for the Gen 4 series tonight. 712Breaks Gen 4 series. 120 laps for the Rockinghagen 120. Thanks to Davis for sponsoring the race. Qualifying getting underway right now. The first driver out is going to be Neo for Jonathan Leger out in the 98. Blinking a little bit. Dodge Taurus out there. Lap 1 of his qualifying run. 24:48 for Neo. Cody Cleaver out here. Ian Montrose to the top of the board. Cody Cleaver, as I say that, 23:85 for Cody. Very good lap there. Sure, he'll be happy with that lap 1. We'll see if he can improve on lap 2. It's looking like he will. Off of 4, lost a little bit of time there in 3 and 4, but across the line, 23:79. A little bit faster, still top of the board. Ian Montrose second with a 24:0. Brett Snead third, Cliff Bones fourth, and Todd Taylor just jumped up to fifth. Got Jeremy Scherer in the 6th spot. He's loose there off the 4, but across the line for lap 2, a little bit faster, 24:11. Andrew Beach, 24:11 there, puts him up to 4th. Taylor jumps to 3rd on his 2nd lap, 24:07. Good lap there from Taylor. Here, Wolfmarker's first lap, not too quick. I think he's saving up for lap 2. Maybe not. He slows down on lap 2, so he's going to start from the back here. Got Casey Graves out on track. Just come out on track. Gonna have plenty of time to get both laps in. Right on board with Casey here for his laps. See just how bumpy this track is. Oh, he gets the wall in lap 1. So this lap not gonna count since he touched the wall. I'll have to try on lap 2. Track temp 106 right now Fahrenheit, so pretty hot track out here at Rockingham. That's just going to take away even more grip than these guys already had. This track not known for its grip levels, especially on restarts as we saw last night in the Cup Series. Blake Giglio just jumped up to 2nd on the board, 23:94. And Graves across the line, 24:01. That'll be good enough for the 3rd spot. Giglio finishing up his 2nd lap. He got the wall there, so that's not going to count. Dalton Hayes on his lap right now. Actually, no, he didn't get a lap to count there, so he'll be starting from the rear today. I think that's going to do it for qualifying runs. I don't see anybody else jumping out here. Watch Dalton Hayes make some laps. I don't think we have any penalties tonight, so everybody's going to be starting where they qualified. Alright, that is going to do it for our qualifying session. Cody Cleaver going to get the pole position. And if we can get it up quick, I'll try to get us some live points going here. I'll have to work on getting that ready during the race. For now, everybody going to get on the grid. Get ready to start this race here. Cody Cleaver going to be starting on the pole. Blake Giglio going to be starting on his outside. There's Blake in the Mr. Bubble car. You got Casey Graves starting third. Ian Montrose in fourth. And we also have Todd Taylor in the fifth spot. Trenton Sneed in sixth. Andrew Beach in seventh. Cliff Mullins in eighth. Jeremy Scherer in ninth. Davis Greenwell in 10th. I apologize for the, we're going to take a quick delay here. Having some issues. Alright, anyway. Nothing's going right today. Daniel Llewellyn starting 11th. Jonathan Lager 12th. Garrett Wolfenberger 13th. Nick Cooper 14th. Dalton Hayes 15th. Quinn Newton 16th. And Dave Poitsma running out our 17 cars tonight. All right. Gonna be going green this time by Cody Cleaver, gonna take us there. That is Cody's second pole of the season. Pace car is off. Green flag is waving. We're racing at Rockingham. Lap one complete. Giglio going to lead that lap. Giglio able to take away the lead. Now Ian Montrose going for the lead. Ian Montrose does take away that lead. Cleaver back up to second. Now Giglio under fire from Trent Sneed for the third spot. Trent going to go by. And I think Giglio going to try to settle in and save some tire with this hot track temp. Casey Graves started third. He's fallen back to fifth. So Trent made up 3 spots on this restart, or this initial start. 6th to 3rd. Our biggest mover right now, Garrett Wolfenberger from 13th to 8th. We get a little bit of cloud cover, so that's going to cool the track down just a little bit. Caution is out. Looks like it's going to start around Wolfenberger, Mullins, and Greenwell. Back it up. Oh, Mullins and Wolfenberger get together. Alright, let's see. Heading down the backstretch. These two just kind of come together. Back it up one more time. And you can see just ever so slightly, guess the 82 might have came down, but also the 32 kind of shades up. Slow it down here. 82 a little down, and the 32 I think again a little up. So I would say they just came together. Just unfortunate accident there, and might be a fast repair for the 32 depending on if he's got wheel damage from that. Under caution for the first time tonight. Got our first caution here much quicker than the next gen race, which is it's usually the complete opposite. Sorry about that. Coming back to the green. Montrose with a good restart. Started on the top lane. Vertically for second, Trent Sneed third. Looks like Wolfbarger did not take the fast repair to fix the car under caution. And sorry about the silence. Trying to get the points added in here. Montrose out front, Trenton Sneed up to second, got ahead of teammate Cody Cleaver. Cleaver back to third, Giglio right behind him in fourth, then you got Davis Greenwell holding onto this fifth spot just barely. Side by side with Scherer. Looks like Casey Graves came down and took 4 tires on this last caution. He's got about 6 lap better tires than the rest of the field. Probably won't make too big of a difference, but it is something to look at. Caution is out again. This time it's going to be for Dalton Hayes and I think Todd Taylor. Back it up. Let's see what happens. There's the start, or there's the middle of it. Let's see how it starts. Todd Taylor to the inside of Dalton Hayes into turn 1. Oh, Taylor just missed the bottom a little bit. Got in there a little too hot and washed up into the 47 of Dalton Hayes. And I think the biggest contact of the whole thing was the 23 and the 82. Two cautions so far. Montrose and most of the field down pit road here. It's only 16 laps in. Alright, gonna be going green this time, bye. Going back to the green flag. Our leader, Trent Sneed. Our scoreboard will come back in just a moment. Sneed, Giglio, and Cleaver, your top three. Sneed, Cleaver, and Cooper now your top three. And now our points should work. There they go. Only took forever. First 24 laps of the race, but we have them. Battle for the championship is between Wolfenbarger and Giglio. Graves and Sneed are close for third. But I think the biggest battle right now is Sneed and Cleaver. They're separated by 2 spots in this race, separated by 21 points in the championship standings. And the top 5 paid drivers will receive a payout at the end of the season if they finish in the top 5. So they're fighting for that right now, and Cody Cleaver making a move for the lead, and he will get around his teammate. Take the lead of this race. Trent Sneed back to second now. Nick Cooper third. Mantra fourth, and Casey Graves in fifth. Dalton Hayes just had an issue right there. Just got loose off of 2. Battle for second now. Nick Cooper to the outside of Trent Sneed. Ian Montrose looking to go with him. Barger just got past Todd Taylor, that moves him up to 7th. Sherry looking to the inside of Taylor as well. Davis Greenwell just got around Dalton Hayes, it looks like. Not quite yet. Dalton Hayes still fighting on that outside. Down the front straightaway. These guys will definitely still have to do a pit stop before the end of this race, if I had to guess. They can make around 90 laps on a tank in the next gen race, less mileage than this, so I think we're probably closing in on making it to the end on fuel, but those tires are going to be shredded for this whole run. Track temperature's up to 113, probably the hottest it's going to be all race. Get a little bit hotter, it is only 1 o'clock in the afternoon in sim time, but Trenton in his 4th spot now. Got Casey Graves behind him. Trenton is the highest car that hasn't changed tires yet. Everybody else around him has come down for tires pretty much. I think we are the only other car that has not seen pit road yet. And our leader, newest tires of the field. Tires 16 laps ago in the last caution. With our leader, Cody Cleaver. Daniel Llewellyn might have just had an issue. I think he got the wall there off of 2. He seems to be okay though. I don't see any damage on that right front. So, no problems there. Right there for Cliff Mullins, but on that 12th spot for Cliff, got Davis Greenwell just ahead. And then Quinn Newton up here inside this top 10. You see Quinn back out here, not having any screen issues yet. Take a look at our leaders. Nick Cooper really closed in on this 2 car. Battle for the 11th spot. Cliff Mullins looking to the inside of Davis Greenwell. Steen still holding on to this 4th spot. He's got Giglio and Graves behind him. Look at our points with Giglio. Colin Batts to 6th. Barger now up to 7th. Giglio does get that 5th spot away from Graves, so that helps him a little bit. But coming into tonight's race, Giglio had a 52-point deficit, so right now he's doing a little bit better than Garrett is. But he's going to need a lot more than that. We are in week 13, only 2 weeks after tonight's race. Next week, actually, can't remember where we go off the top of my head. We go to Texas Motor Speedway, the old version. This was I reconfigured it. And then we go to Atlanta. No, 2 cookie cutter mile and a half, or quad-oval mile and a half, I guess I should say, to end the season. Don't let that graphic fool you. These guys aren't setting their fastest laps 42 laps into this race. Up to 4th, Trent Sneed back to 5th, Casey Graves in the 6th spot still. Nick Cooper does take away the lead, we missed that, so apologize for missing that. Not sure how long ago that happened. Nick Cooper ripping that top line and cutting it down on the corner exit. Trying to get as straight of an exit as he can to get that power down. According to iRacing, all 900 horsepower. Tough to put that down on a track like this. The battle for 14th. Daniel Llewellyn trying to get around Dalton Hayes. Also got Davis Greenwell and Quinn Newton. This battle for 12th. We also have Cliff Mullins and Andrew Beach battling. Now it's Cliff Mullins and Jeremy Scherer, so Cliff on the move right now. He's up to the 9th spot. Another battle, Trenton Sneed, man, his tires are cooked at this point. Again, want to mention he has not changed tires yet this race. He's got a lot older tires than the rest of the field. think he was hoping for another caution or two, save that set, but now falling back to the 8th spot, he's probably hoping for a caution at this point. And we'll see what kind of pit strategy these guys decide to do. Obviously, the one stop I think is going to be the main call. Split the run in half and take one set of tires, but depending on how bad this fall off is, right now it's about a 1.5 seconds. We'll bring our last lap times up on the board. 25.5 for our leader. His best lap of the race was a 24.3. A little bit farther back, you got Ian Montrose, just ran a 25.69. His best lap was a 24.01. So that's over a 1.5 seconds fall off. So I don't know, if you do a 2-stop strategy, you might get that back. Tough call though, because you'll end up probably going almost 2 laps down before everybody else pits. And I don't think this race is quite long enough, or this run isn't quite long enough for the 2-stop to work. Nick Cooper starting to drive away from Cody Cleaver. But these top 2 have driven away from the rest of this field. Like Giglio was actually reeled in Ian Montrose for this 3rd spot. And Ian grabs the wall right there off the board. Giglio going to go to the inside and try to take that spot away right now. And he will. Ian just going to let him go there. So passing does not seem to be too hard in this race. He was pretty hard last night in the Cup car, the next gen Cup car that is. Ian grabbed the wall again. But as I was saying, it doesn't seem to be as hard to pass here tonight. Cars, I've had a pretty bad problem with dirty air in the past past couple of months, honestly, since they changed it. But tonight, since there's multiple grooves you can run and the speeds are a little bit lower, the dirty air doesn't seem to be playing much of a factor. Tried to get to the inside of Todd Taylor there. Got a little tight on exit. Put up on halfway in this race. Just completed lap 52. While working lap 53. Nick Cooper. We got 5 starts in this Gen 4 Cup car this season. This is the first half of the season. Still looking for that first win here in Gen 4. Been close a few times, just hasn't had cautions and certain race strategies go his way, but right now he seems to have the speed to do it. Got some lap traffic just ahead of our leader, Jonathan Lager and Daniel Llewellyn, both battling for the 14th spot. Lager going to let the leader go. Daniel, not going to be quite that nice, I'm sure. Big run for Nick Cooper on corner exit. He's going to look to the inside right here. Will take away that lap from Daniel. Put him in the lucky dog position. Next car, Danger going a lap down. Quinn Newton about a straightaway ahead of our leader, so he's got time. But Nick is just running such good lap times right now. He saved his tires so well. He's on pace. If this goes green to the end, he's going to lap a lot of this field. And not because anybody's really doing badly. Nick is just flying right now. Same with Cody Cleaver. I got to give him credit. He may be a second behind Nick, but he is dusting the rest of this field. almost as bad as Nick is. So these two definitely pacing everybody at the moment. Big Leo doing really well for not changing tires at all. Got a lot older tires than our leaders. I think 17 lap older tires in Cleaver. I think it's 6 or 7, haha, than Nick Cooper. So, got older tires than those guys. He's still making them work. And he's hoping for a caution, I'm sure, just as much as Trenton is, who Trenton about to lose a spot to Cliff Mullins now and fall back to 9th. So Trenton just the old tires are not treating him well. Lap 60, it's going to be halfway to go next time by. And Montrose with an issue. Never mind, he's down pit road. So he's going to split this race right in half. 43 laps on that set of tires he was just on. He's going to be the first one to come down pit road. Does that pull anybody else down pit road? Yeah, Wolfenbarger just found his way inside the top 5, got around Todd Taylor, it looked like. Todd actually looking to the inside, trying to get that spot away from the 32. I think Garrett still has a little bit of left front or left rear damage, or right rear damage, I can't quite tell. It's going over the 06. Actually, it looks like the whole rear end's got a little bit of damage to it, so it could be hurting Garrett right now. It's going to take away a little bit of downforce on the rear end. Oh, and yeah, there you go. You can see it. He's struggling with rear grip at the moment. And we'll probably see him come down pit road very soon. Probably take the quick repair if I had to guess. His tires are, looks like they're in the process of cording and blowing. Lap times are now in the 26-second bracket, as over 2 seconds slower than his fastest lap of the race. He can barely keep it straight on the straightaways. He's got to come down soon. He can't get all 900 horsepower down on, no matter how much he's trying to drive it. I mean, he's probably not even going full throttle until the end of the straightaway at this point. There, Todd Taylor makes the pass, get up inside the top 5. Football is, I'm sure, not too far behind him. Looking to the outside of the 32, not going to get there yet. I cannot believe Garrett Wolfenbarger has not bit yet. Cliff just wants to get to his outside right here and can't get there. Daniel Weller in pits. Quinn Newton. Something happened to Quinn. They also had something happen to Dalton Hayes 12 laps ago, so I don't show any incident points for those guys. I wonder if they might have just parked it. Cooper goes around lap car Jeremy Scherer. Jeremy got in the wall right there, trying to stay out of Nick's way. Jeremy, I mean, he went a lap down just now, but he's running in 11th. Not doing bad by any means. Luella makes a 4-tire pit stop, back down and away. Montrose took tires 6 laps ago. And he was on his way to unlapping himself, it looks like. Got a long way to go for that, actually. Didn't realize these guys were about 15 seconds behind our leader. Garrett Wolfenbarger calls out over the radio he's going to pit this time. We'll try on board with him. Looks like a clean entry for the 32. Casey Graves might have come in. Yeah, Casey Graves also in on pit road. Cody Cleaver comes down. That's from the second spot, excuse me. I want to take away from his effort there. Todd Taylor and Trent Snead going to be pitting this time. Keep an eye on our turn 4 exit camera. These guys coming down pit road. It's 50 to go. Now 49 to go, so I think most of this field has run more laps on this run than there are laps to go, so we're past halfway in this run. Todd Taylor looks like picked up a speeding penalty. Tough break there for Todd. He was running top 5, and now he's going to have to come down and probably, I think, serve a drive-through or a hold. Not sure which it's going to be. Jeremy Scherer just came down, and with the 82 of Cliff Mullins. Like we got Andrew Beach coming down this time, and our leader, Nick Cooper, also down pit road. That'll put Blake Giglio into the lead, and he can lead a lap right here. Oh, Nick slid through his box. Cost him a couple seconds. Maybe a second and a half. Either way, it might be enough to give Cody Cleaver the lead. Especially since Cody pit 3 laps ago. When Giglio decides to come down, he's still staying out. Giglio has gone 75 laps on this set of tires. Has not come down pit road yet this race. Pretty crazy. Giglio, always one of the best at saving tires, especially on this older D9 or whatever iRacing wants to call it, tire model. A couple moments just went by. Go back to 1 lap down. Same with the 81 of Trent Snead. Trent, I'm sure, happy to be back on even tires with most of this field. Top 2 are the only ones that have yet to pit on this run. Giglio running the bottom here. He might be coming down this time. He is not. I think he's just going to run this fuel out. I'll blow a tire, whichever one comes first. Carter and Graves, these two both on even tires. They both pit 7 laps ago. And Montrose, one that pit the earliest out of everybody. He is going to be in the lead once everything cycles out for now, but Cody Cleaver lurking behind him with 10 lap fresher tires will probably pass him in the next couple of laps. He does unlap himself and get ahead of Blake Giglio right there. Cody Cleaver also going to unlap himself. I think Cleaver is in the best spot right now. He has a 5.3 second lead over Nick Cooper. But the problem for Cody is Nick has 4 lap fresher tires than Cleaver. And that is going to hurt Cody for the rest of this race, unless there's a caution that gets them back in the same tires. Every single lap, Nick is probably going to be a tenth or more fresher or better on time, just because of those fresher tires. Every single lap is going to eat away at that lead that Cody has. And it's the same thing we're seeing happen with Montrose and Cleaver right now. Cleaver with those 10 lap fresher tires He's just going to be faster. No matter what he does to his tires here, he's always going to have that advantage. He's going to look to the outside right here. Montrose gives him the top lane. That's what pays off to have a teammate right there. I think most people would have just cut him off on the front straightaway. Davis Greenwell just came down from the second spot. That leaves just Blake Giglio that is yet to pit on this run. 82 laps on these tires and counting. 26.3 his last time by, and now he finally comes down pit road. 82 laps later, and probably going to be in danger of being one lap down here because of how many laps he stayed out. I'm sure he'll get that right back. He'll probably get back on the lead lap pretty quickly, but I think he will go a lap down here. That's going to put Cody Cleaver in the lead of this race. Team out for second, and Nick Cooper in third. Nick Cooper's already closed in that gap between him and Cleaver by about 2 seconds. Running about 2/10 faster a lap at the moment. Give or take every lap, depending on lap traffic and just how fast they are that given lap. Giglio going to rejoin. He is not going to be a lap down. There's your leader, Cody Cleaver, in the background. So Giglio going to be 21 seconds behind our leader with 14 lap fresher tires. And I don't think there's any world where he catches up to Cleaver before the end of this race. But I think a top 5 is well within question for Giglio here. Bring up our live point standings. Giglio with that strategy loses some points to Wolfenbarger. Cody Cleaver leading this race, gains a lot of points on his competitors. Montrose now in danger of losing that spot to Nick Cooper, as he is now within a second of Montrose. Got Andrew Beach just behind him. Andrew, the first car, a lap down. It's 12 laps on those tires. Nick going to use the outside and get around Ian Montrose here in 1 and 2. Good move from Nick Cooper. Ian doesn't fight him too hard. He knows the tire difference is very significant. 14 lap difference. There's no way you're going to hold that off. And Andrew Beach as well. I mean, he's got the same tires as Nick Cooper, so he's going to go right around Montrose as well here. And Andrew's not in too big of a rush at the moment. There's nobody in danger of going a lap down right now. He's in the lucky dog position. He's not going to push too hard for it. If the caution comes out now, he'd be back on the lead lap, no problem. This battle for this 12th spot has been going on for a while. Llewellyn trying to hold on. Lager with 8 lap fresher tires than Llewellyn. And Todd Taylor going to go by Lager now. Todd, obviously, with that speeding penalty, now puts him 2 laps down. Had a top 5 day going. But Rockingham, very slow pit road, and this track, obviously, no grip. With the hot track temperatures not making it any easier. Just couldn't get slowed down in time. Track temperature down to 107, so it's down about 6 degrees since the last time we checked. Battle still going on. Neo puts the 23 in the wall. Oh boy, Daniel's not going to be happy about that one. I'm watching you. Oh, Daniel gets really tight right there. Gets up into the outside wall. And Daniel, I think he might have some damage here. Going to slow down on the apron and bring it to pit road. Trent Sneed, Cliff Mullins. This is going to be a battle for 7th. Cliff with 1 lap fresher tires. See if that's enough to get around his teammate Trenton. Giglio, as suspected, he gets up inside that top 5. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Giglio, I mean, I think he could realistically get inside this top 3 with the kind of lap times he's running right now. I think the win is out of the question, but a podium is still there. Now this battle for the points, they're actually even with how they came into the race tonight. But if Giglio's able to get around Wolfenbarger here, that'll be 2 positions gained technically on the 32, since he's going to drop the 32 down a spot and he's going to gain a spot. And now it's going to go 52 to 42, a total of 10 points gained for 1 position. Looks like Llewellyn has rejoined the racetrack after taking the fast repair. Also took 4 tires, so he's going to be a lot quicker than the rest of the field. But he is 4 laps down now. Jonathan Lager's down pit road. He has a destroyed front end. What happened to Neo? Oh, 23 unhappy with the 98, puts him in the fence. And almost disaster there for the rest of the field. Luckily, the 98 able to get out of the way in time. He is now rejoining the racetrack, no front end, and coming back down pit road. So maybe just turning laps right there. I don't know what's going on with the 98. But he has used his fast repair already, so that's probably going to be his night. Still first car lap down, but it's going to get trickier for him as Trent Sneed, Cliff Mullins only about 4 seconds ahead of our leader, Nick Cooper. Battle for 7th, still raging on. Cliff Mullins trying to get around teammate Trent Sneed. Got a good run down the back straightaway right here. Going to look to the inside into 3. Cliff is going to take away that 7th spot. Giglio going to get around Ian Montrose, and he is now up inside the top 3. Leaders separated by a second. Cooper, Cody Cleaver. Cleaver with 4 lap older tires than Nick, so I don't think there's a chance he's going to be able to run him back down. He might be able to save enough, but Nick did a great job saving his tires on the first run, so imagine it's going to be the same thing here. Blake, that's about as many spots as he could make up. Gets him now to 37 points behind Wolfenbarger. Casey Graves, he's had kind of a quiet night, but he's running in a solid position there in the 6th spot. Comfortably in the 3rd spot in the championship standings. We have a battle for the 4th spot. Wolfenbarger going to get around Montrose. 9 lap fresher tires in that 36. No surprise there, he gets around. And that takes away the advantage Giglio just gained. Everybody kind of spread out at this point, not too much going on. Closest sped on the track is 7th and 8th, but Mullins starting to drive away. As Trent Steve did just go a lap down, so he's going to be in the lucky dog position. That means 7 cars on the lead lap. Mullins, with the leader just behind him, is 7th. 13 laps to go. Nick Cooper looking to the inside of Mullins. Gonna put him a lap down. Not yet. Cliff gonna fight that hard. See if he can hold on here 1 and 2. And he does. Mullins with a good run off of 2, and he's gonna hold on to this lead lap. Just barely. Nick kind of outbrakes him there, throws a slide job, and kind of just moves Mullins out of the way. Cliff had to lift for him. He was not clear on that slide job. He's going to put Cliff Mullins a lap down. 6 cars on the lead lap. Next car in danger going to lap down is Casey Graves, but he's got a good 5-second gap on our leader. And with coming to 10 to go, I don't think he's going to get caught by Nick Cooper anytime soon. Oh, Casey! Up into the wall. Ian wanted to give him the top. And I don't know if Casey just got tight there in the corner. Now Casey to the bottom of Ian. Casey Graves going to get by Ian Montrose to get inside the top 5. Oh, Montrose grabbed the wall there. Does not seem to be very comfortable in the top lane. Montrose might be in danger of going a lap down here. Nick Cooper BTA to this field. And he's going to go to the top and get around Ian. I think Ian is in the process of porting some tires. He's gone 52 laps on this run, and he is running very slow lap times, so I think those tires are on their last leg, and he's just going to be limping to the finish now. He's getting caught by his competitors behind him very quickly. Running about a second off pace to the rest of the field at the moment. Slides up behind Cliff Mullins. Now Cody Kleber going to go to the inside. Leader in the second spot. He's still about just under 2 seconds behind Nick Cooper, so he desperately needs a caution to get him a chance to win this race. Nick Cooper, the last thing he wants to see is a caution as he comes to 5 to go. We've been live for just over an hour. This race has flown by. Oh, Mullins. Very sideways there off the 2. I thought he was going to lose it. Montrose is having a lot of trouble keeping that car straight right now. Giglio gets to the inside of him. He's running mid 27-second lap times. That's almost 2 seconds slower than the rest of the field. He's just trying to limp it home. Doesn't have a meatball flag or anything, so he hasn't blown a tire. His tires are just that dead. Trent Sneed gets by for the 7th spot. Nick Cooper going to take 2 to go right there. The 3 and 4 are going to be white flag in the air this time. Casey Graves might go a lap down here. He's gonna let Nick go by, so he doesn't have to run another lap, I think. That's 4 cars on the lead lap. I'll say it again. That's BTA for Nick Cooper. Dominant performance over a 2-second lead over Cody Cleaver, who has been very fast this race as well. But across the line, Nick Cooper going to get his first win of the season here at Rockingham. Cody Cleaver going to take home 2nd, and Blake Giglio going to take home a podium finish. Nick doing an interesting victory celebration here. Oh! Save it for victory lane, Nick! Nick Cooper burning it down. Get a word with our winner. Wait, let's see if our top 3 come up here. Might not have any drivers wanting to do an interview here. Alright, well, in the meantime, let's go through our results for tonight's race. Nick Cooper taking on the win. Cody Cleaver in 2nd. Blake Giglio 3rd. Garrett Wolfenbarger 4th. Casey Graves 5th. Cliff Mullins 6th. Trenton Sneed 7th. Andrew Beach 8th. Ian Montrose 9th. Davis Greenwell running out our top 10. Jeremy Scherer in 11th. Todd Taylor 12th. Daniel Llewellyn 13th. Jonathan Lager 14th. Quinn Newton 15th. Dalton Hayes 16th. And Dave Hoytsma finishing in the final 17th spot. Yeah, I don't see any drivers jumping up here to talk with us. They're all heading home already. They're tired after that one. So that's going to do it for me tonight. Appreciate you all for watching. We'll see you next week for the second to last race of the season at Texas Motor Speedway. Make sure to tune in next Wednesday for the One Goons Cup Series. And that'll be the Nashville race to finish out our chase, set our championship for. So make sure to tune in for that one. There'll be some music-themed paint schemes. An awesome night. See you then. All right, brother. I already went to the end screen. You know, legally can't switch it back.